what is a little known strategy for saving tax dollars during sale?
Probably a really little known one is personal goodwill.
Okay.
And this comes up big time if you have a C corporation, which there are a lot of reasons you'll find in the book, or we may talk about it a little while about why I like C corporations so much.
Mm-hmm.
They can set you up really nicely for what's called a 1202 exclusion. We can talk about that.
Yep.
But in this case, if you have a C corporation, everybody knows C corporations are famous for double taxation, which means the company, if it sells its client lists or whatever its assets or goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
then that company will pay its corporate tax at 21% flat rate these days, which is nice. But then it turns around and it takes those millions of dollars or whatever, and it has to get it to the shareholder who's going to pay capital gains tax on it again at 20%. So that's not really nice. We don't want to pay 41% tax on things most of the time.
Yeah.
So in this case, though, we could say in some cases, well, the business might be worth $3 million, $5 million or something. But, let's just say half of that is because the business is me. Everybody knows that the business is me and that I'm the one that makes it worth that much money. Without me, it's not worth that much. Well, in that case, you bifurcate the contract. And you say 3 million or 2 million or whatever is going to go to the company, and maybe that part would be double taxed. But the other part is going to come directly to me. And there's actually 2 checks at closing that happen there. And so the personal goodwill gets bifurcated out to the individual who owns the individual, going straight to the 1040 tax return. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of it ends up in the 1120. And it may get double taxed, or you may find a way there's a few ways to bleed that off over time too, that doesn't cost so much money.
Right. So, and let me step back for a second. I love the way I hope, my goodness, I hope it was you. I was reading 3 different things this morning, but I think it was in the book that you recommend reviewing entity structure every 4 years. And,
yes.
and I love that, because most business owners, I've never heard of a business owner reviewing an entity structure unless there was some real mitigating immediate circumstance. And I've certainly never come across an accountant or CPA who have ever actually recommended reviewing the entity structure, much less doing it every 4 years. Touch on that for just a second, if you don't mind.
Well, definitely once the Tax Act of 2017 came out, the TCJA, when they did revert to a flat tax, the first time ever flat tax for C corporations at 21%, we came up with a 26-point checklist of questions and answers to determine how many of our S corporations should remain C corporations, or should convert to C corporations, right, or remain as an S. At the same time, we had a few C corporations that actually went to an S, also for the same act, because of the there's a new section 199 capital A that S corporation owners get that C corporations don't. And it has a lot to do with how much money do you typically leave in the business to be taxed. If you can't get it out, what good is it to be taxed via a K1 as an S corporation owner? So really that's kind of where that came from. So we stopped and we did everybody then. And then, that law is going to sunset at 8 years.